Hello, it's me, the Avatar Fanatic, and today we will be reviewing the Avatar Aang, the Last Airbender movie. Now, obviously, this movie came out and it leaked early, which was a shambles from the whoever, like whatever team was allowing somebody to get in their files and leak the whole movie. It's a complete fumble on behalf of Paramount. But let's now go past that and actually get to the movie, how good it is, how bad it is, or what's good and what's bad about it, and what tone the movie kind of set. The movie was more so an adult Aang and gang movie. And what that meant was the movie was a little bit more, I wouldn't say mature, but like somewhat more mature in sort of the audience is trying to convey to like a lot of these Avatar fans that were growing up. Now they're adults and now they're watching things, and that's how Korra worked as well. It was a little bit more mature, and the way that the movie was set up, it was kind of like a precursor to the Legend of Korra. They had amazing art styles, so they were like 2D backgrounds, 3D character models. There was just like super nice choreographed uh fight scenes. They were really nice and crispy animations, great bending. It was like really nice. The colors, the vibrancy, how modern the sort of design of the whole style of the movie. It was really good. Honestly, if you're comparing it to The Last Airbender or The Legend of Korra, it completely dwarfs that like sort of thing in terms of just sheer artistry, like just the illustrations and all this. It was really good. The film's antagonist, or really isn't a total villain, but he's more so an anti-hero. It's Taga. He doesn't really just want to destroy the world because he's evil or something. He's actually a decently compelling character in a similar archetype of Zahir, where he's kind of doing the wrong thing for partially the right reasons, and he's like a radicalized person who just will get to any means of an end to achieve his goals. And this is why he, at the beginning of the movie, teams up with the gang. Then he betrays the gang and give everybody airbending so they can destroy the rest of the people and stuff like this. He's kind of a mirror to Aang. That's like the sort of goal of his character. He's kind of like a mirror to Aang, where Aang is a pacifist and Taga is a the opposite of a pacifist of anything that's not an airbend. And Aang experienced a very similar thing to Taga, where his people were wiped out by firebenders, and Taga's people were wiped out by earthbenders. And this is meant to be like a sort of thing where the darkness tempts, and we see this in the movie. And this is why the other part of the character that is kind of similar to the Legend of Korra is not just Zahir in archetype, but it's also Unalaq. We have like a similar battle where we have Unavatu, right, and we have Korra with Rava, right. So Rava versus Vatu, and this is sort of the thing where in the movie it's like a staff that gives airbending from one of these avatars from 5,000 years ago, who's an airbender, and it kind of attracts darkness, and it is like a battle of darkness. It kind of also points back to Ozai, where Aang tries to energy bend Ozai and the darkness almost consumes him. It's a similar sort of thing in the similar sort of context of battle that Unavatu versus Korra and Rava were doing. There's also a sort of precursor to the Legend of Korra, because this is written before the Legend of Korra. Republic City at this point is either built completely or it's mostly built, and the film kind of introduces these sort of proto equalists, which is kind of like a group of people who are like discontent with the world and how it's operating in Republic City, and they're called the Denied. It's non-benders where they're kind of harboring this like growing resentment of the bending elite and how they're being treated in the society. And we see like different factions even amongst these proto equalists. And it is an interesting plot point that is added here. And Taga uses them to achieve his political goals. He's a pragmatist in a way. He kind of does what Amon kind of does, even though he's a bender. He uses these non-benders to, instead of take away bending, give them bending and achieve his pragmatic political goals. On the sort of criticisms that I have upon the movie is it is a very short movie. I think it's only an hour and 26 minutes or an hour and a half or something like this. And that creates, on a technical level, a script that is like not bloated. It is very efficient, which that is good. But some bloating in a sense can be good because it can flush out characters that we really didn't see much in the movie itself, like Zuko, like Sokka, like Toph. We didn't really see much of these characters talk anything useful. They didn't we couldn't see how the adult gang is really different than when they were children. We saw like a little comedic skit for each character or whatever at the beginning when you meet them, but there really wasn't like anything that was like really crazy. There's just no bloat in the movie. It's like completely just, oh, we send a note to Zuko, flame yo hot man, and then he's there, and then you kind of barely see him for the rest of the movie, and it's like, okay, like we want to see like how it kind of works, how he's running, the Fire Lord, how Toph is advancing her metal bending academy if it's still going at this point, how Sokka and Katara are doing. Like we didn't really see this because of the sheer shortness of runtime in the movie, and that's kind of a shame. What we do see of them, like, it isn't bad. It's not treated as a priority because of the movie just being so short, and it kind of leaves us with unfinished plot lines regarding those characters. And the same applies with like the proto equalists, the Denied. We kind of see them, but we really don't get their motives completely. Like, we get that they're resentful of benders and stuff, but we don't really get why. We don't get like the treatment of the people in the society, why they're angry with the world. We see this in season 1 of Korra with Amon, why they're angry. Maybe there's a different reason, but this doesn't get approached in the film. Overall, I think the movie is like just stunning visually. It's very short, but what they did with it was good. And so like, just due to like skill and technique alone, you're not going to get like bored of the movie. It's not a movie that you're going to be like, oh, that was bad. You're not going to say that, but you're going to say like, it's good. It could have been better. It really could have, if it was just flushed out, written better, because the writing has some sort of problems with it just due to being restricted by length as well. And so like the length of the movie is like the main issue, because you can't flush out characters more. You can't develop these people enough to have them be developed to have the writing be good, like really good. If you guys enjoyed the video, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to know when I upload more content. And it's been me, the Avatar Fanatic, out.